Ron felt about it. There was just, he was speechless. He also had a roll in his mouth at times. So but he was quite moved, and in fact, he was so moved he's left the country. And I think we better stop pushing the thing. But it was quite a significant return to him of something that was so precious. And his thanks. At some point, I know Ron will write a letter, and it'll have to be published somewhere because we all know Ron has been in France for the summer, and he's actually making a living now, so we're all pleased about that. I didn't hear the question about him yet. Just say it. Ladies, gentlemen, hands. No? Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Well, if I had the time, I would have had that available this weekend. And I'll tell you what we'll do. Maybe wherever the photographs are sitting out, anybody that would like a set of them, write your name and address, and maybe we'll figure out like 2-3 hours, and we'll take responsibility for getting them to you, and the money will go to the house charity for the weekend, which is pediatric. There's another name for it. I actually had that thought driving down here this morning. A really good Beatles song came on the radio. Wait! Came in through the bathroom window and went right out the back of the bed. Next question, please. Anybody? Oh, yes.
How much money did you raise with the sale of the script?
You know, I was out of that loop considerably, but I think about $5,000–6,000 was raised. Most of the money was split between Christopher and the writer, and most of the aggravation was split between me and my friend's post office box. Yeah, you know, just say no. I think it was the slate. No, but it was very fruitful. I know there was a conversation that was out in the universe about the tapes of the concert, and there was all this sort of legal hassle between Christopher's agent and Ron's agent, and you know, time heals many wounds. And in fact, I spoke with Christopher last week. He has a concert coming up in Los Angeles. A week from this Tuesday, whatever that date is, or a week from this Monday, he has a concert. This is Christopher Caliendo, this friend of mine who is this composer that we kind of rallied behind last year. So if anybody's in LA, I'll find out where it is. I know through the weekend I mentioned it. But anyway, Christopher and myself are trying to sort of just allow the passage of time to sort of smooth out with agents, and I will let the fandom know if these tapes can be made available. These are the tapes of this concert of Christopher's classical jazz compositions that was hosted by Linda, and Ron was there and read several beautiful poems. And it was quite a lovely evening. For those that attended, it was quite a special evening. It was in Los Angeles last year or something. And for those that didn't, I'm sure some of you heard about it. It was quite a court evening. Yes, again. Did you read it? Did you like it? Yeah. On the level? All my pages seem to be sort of... You notice it was done on Scripter, which is the PageMaker Plus. I think that's pretty much a good Mac program. So do you mean, was that ever a possibility? Do you want me to answer, or am I going to have to come down here and try to figure it out? Because, you know, I'm just the guy to do it. Well, actually, I'm not the guy to do it. Wolfie is. But I got chips in my pocket, you know. Your question is, was it in fact a possibility to be made into an episode? Is that sort of the genre of your question? Yes, in fact, it was pitched originally to Alex and Howard, because at one point they were standing in front of Cosmo's door, and they were like, what are you going in there for? All truth to that comment. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, having been one of the people that sort of sparked that idea in a makeup trailer one morning at 5 a.m., I actually thought it was pretty good, you know, even as I came to later in the afternoon. And in fact, I would have liked to have known where the series would have gone after that. But, you know, I just was not the guy calling those kind of shots. I was just in charge of making sure there were enough M&Ms in the ball. And so there were plenty of them, and no green ones. But in fact, it was on the level. And in fact, it was thought about properly for the amount of time the healthcare situation has been thought about. Okay, next question. Oh, hi, how are you?
Are there any still available?
The script, You know, I'm going to actually see the writer on Thursday in Los Angeles, and I will ask him if there are more copies of it. And if anyone's interested, on next to these photographs, you can put down a yay or nay if you're interested in having things in. Oh, let me take this beautiful lady over here. You sure about that, Howard?
It's different. Okay, I wanted to know, do you know how a person like me can like rock roll in himself? And I don't know if he has his own fan club or what.
Well, I don't know about fan clubs. I'm sure someone here could tell this beautiful lady about fan clubs. But I think Ron is represented at the current time by the Gersh Agency. Is that correct? Yes. Like, this week. But you could send it to the French consulate because he's still in Paris with all the children. I did speak with Ron the other day, and he's having a blast in Paris. I'm hoping to see him later this summer when I go to England to join my friends across the ocean there. But Ron can be addressed with fan mail. Now, I will tell you that agencies in Hollywood are... yeah, I was going to say slime, but funny is a good word. I've heard stories that a lot of communications do not get through. Not because they don't have the intentionality of delivering it, they just don't have the wherewithal to understand that a letter addressed to someone that they represent actually needs to go there. Yeah. They actually understand, well, yeah, we're going to get it to them as soon as we get to this next project. Lunch? Someone will, what's your name?
I'm Rose.
Rose. At some time during the next 48 hours, someone can give Rose an opportunity to send fan mail to Ron. I know you can, yeah. Face the permanent panics on that. Is Pam here?
No.
No? Okay. Call her at home, because she does that to me. By the way, for those of my friends in the audience that have my home phone number, please be aware of time zones. The one thing is Gwen calls from the UK and, +9, -9. I know that's difficult because, maths is a whole different thing with, they're still pissed off about July 4th, 1776. So, being from Philadelphia, I know. Whenever you used to take a Brit to the Liberty Bell, they're like, I went outside, yeah, man. Goddamn it, dictionaries. You had another question?
Could you refresh our memories about the script? Some of us weren't here last year and others can't recall.
Okay. It was, great, you're asking me. I don't remember where I parked the car. I just got it 2 hours ago. For better or for worse? For better or worse? Is that name of it? And it's 48 pages, 61 pages, double space, I think it was the end of the second season cliffhanger. You really asked, you're pushing buttons now. Yeah, it's like next thing's going to be, it's Mandy. I think, God, Mandy's, what was that? Like that one where David, fell down the steps and got his head. It was this sort of major battle scene that sort of culminates with the death of Paracelsus and then the rebirth of Paracelsus and all the weird names that we could come up with, like Fallen and Garrick and just all these really cool names that Larry and Ron and I sent around like, how about this for a name? And they all know it. I don't want to give away the ending. Can't remember it. No, there was this Crystal Rains thing that we came up with and the Poison Waterfalls, right? And some really good stuff in there. Actually, as far as I'm concerned, far too good for some of the other people that wrote for the show. Did I? Okay. Rose, do you have a copy of the script? Okay, when you get it and read it, what's your name? You will do a 3-page, what I experienced, what my feelings were about it. One to Karen and one to Ron by 0800 Monday morning. I know, I'm one of the more serious guests they did here. I know, I'm trying to make up for Roy's lack of showing up, so. Anybody else? Questions that haven't been asked in the last week? Can I go to that for a minute? I'll be back. Yes.